MSRP is the ultimate summer research program.
I feel so much more prepared to apply for graduate school.
I've done summer experiences before, but I think this has been the most engaging one.
So where I come from, my home community on the Red Lake Indian Reservation, we have two stores. One is called Jambies and the other store is called The Other Store. So coming from a small community like that and coming to Boston where you have so much opportunity here, it expanded my horizon beyond the reservation borders.
The people that I've met, the students and the grad students and the professors in the institute have just been amazing people.
So this summer, I had the opportunity to choose my own project. So the idea that I came up with was an activity detector that automatically figured out what you were doing with your day and then put it on your calendar so you could see it. And then to extend that, you can make goals around what you've been doing with your day.
This summer I'm working in the nuclear science and engineering department. You want the simulations to be close to reality. My work is involved with creating a benchmark for those reactors.
My project here at MIT, it goes along with my values of protecting natural resources. I'm working on quantum computing, which improves efficiency in computers, which ultimately means less coal being dug up to produce electricity.
So I'm working on sustainably sourced polymers as new biomaterials. So you can do anything from make plastics to put in toys to use in the body in some sort of engineering form.
So my project specifically talks about the evaporation of a water droplet via jumping droplet condensation. For example, if you add water to the surface, the droplets just jump right off.
I'm working on improving a system called the narratarium that takes some voice input.
Sail right. Sail left.
And finds keywords in it. And then it tries to, using those keywords, bring them to life.
Swan.
So basically you can try to tell a story and it'll bring your story to life all around you.
Each week, a group of students presents a faculty paper. This paper is chosen ahead of time and it's not necessarily in your field. After each student paper presentation, the faculty that wrote the paper comes in and talks to us not only about their research and the work incorporated into the paper, but then also gives us an outline of their journey. How did they get where they are today? And that to me is so valuable.
You see these professors and you're like, oh, they must just be in a lab 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And then they just start telling you their life story and you're like, I did not expect this from this person.
So my mentor is Keith Heron. He is a postdoc here at MIT. He has helped guide me and help me to grow as a researcher.
Mandy's presence here in the Langer Lab has been extremely valuable to the summer project that's ongoing within my postdoctoral research. She's helped me advance a number of technical areas of my project. We're significantly farther along now than we even were 6 weeks ago, and her presence has been integral this summer.
The biggest thing I've learned from Keith is that you can do things that people didn't think were possible.
Oh, it's really helpful to have MSRP students work with me. Oh, Matthew's great. He's very serious about his work, so you can really see that when he comes back the day after we have an afternoon meeting and he's done really everything that we've talked about, implemented that all in the code or the experiments that we're working on.
Yeah, Randy's awesome. She's proven herself as a researcher in our labs, similar to say that if she joined our lab tomorrow, no one would think anything different from her than anyone else.
Now, it might even be better to just work with one of the smartwatches and just put something on there. I've worked in different places, like I've worked in NASA, I've worked in Silicon Valley, and I've never, I don't think, had a Black woman who's already established in the workplace with me. So it's really great working with her because, you know, it's a lot easier to see myself there.
Subconsciously does a lot for you when you can see people like you achieving the things that you want to achieve.
You should ask in person, because if there's any hesitancy, you shouldn't ask them to write your recommendation.
The graduate preparation component of MSRP is invaluable.
So by participating in the MSRP program, I've gained the confidence to apply to top-tier universities. Not only to apply, but the feeling to actually excel in grad school.
What I love about MSRP is that they do some cool, interesting events where it is about bonding together.
Martha's Vineyard, it was like going to paradise.
Community is really important to me as a student. If I feel isolated, then I feel like, you know, I can't really get comfortable, but having like 42 friends basically coming into the program has been really great.
2 or 3 weeks ago, we did some community service. We were split up into groups and went to different sites. And it was just fun to work hard alongside these peers you're with and get to know them and laugh and work together.
This program encompasses everything. Social aspects, your research component, community service, and that mentoring is so important for the development of us as researchers growing and finding our own paths.